Hello, people at Grace. For our Pastoral Connect this week, I'm coming at you from my back porch from Rev's Gym. Haven't filmed out here for a while, but as many of you may already know, I'm under COVID quarantine. This is my last day, so I am on the mend. Thank you for your prayers and your expressions of concern. Uh, but that's why I'm filming from here on my own back porch. For our Pastoral Connect today, I want to continue to lay some groundwork for our upcoming sermon series called Your Soul and the Story. And today I want to talk about what I call the people parable. We know that Jesus taught in parables, and that parables are fairly simple stories, but they hide a deep spiritual truth in them. And if we have eyes to see and ears to listen and a heart open to God, we're able to kind of draw that out. Well, I think people are kind of the same way. And as you look at people as parables, I think you can see three P's. They're pain, purpose, and problem. Pain, purpose, and problem. First of all, people are in pain as we look at the human story and our souls and the story. And this is where our role needs to be very priestly, to come in and to provide caregiving, to help people feel like they are processing their pain and getting connected with their support group, their community, which ultimately is supposed to be, in the big picture, what we now call the church. That is our place of connection and community. So people are processing pain. People are also looking for a sense of purpose. If pain and addressing pain and wounds is the priestly function, a purpose is the kingly function, or if you want to put it this way, the steward's function, which is, why am I in this world? And we see God explaining kind of our purpose in this world really from Genesis and from the Garden of Eden. But we're really here to be stewards of all that God has entrusted to us and to fulfill his mission. So we have our pain, or our wound. We have our purpose, or why are we in this world? But then we also have the problem. And the problem is really kind of the prophet's role. And the problem is, to put it bluntly, we are what the Hebrew scriptures would tell us is wicked. We are wicked. We are bent. We are no longer straight. We have gone off of our intended purpose. And the prophets provide that word from the Lord that, as the prophet Amos said, is kind of like a plumb line that shows that the wall is off kilter. And that's where we start to clash, because most people recognize that they're in pain and they just want to be heard and have their pain addressed. Most people want a sense of purpose and a sense of mission and a sense of empowerment, so that they bring some type of goal and ambition to their life. But where the good news that God offers us is offensive to our ears is when he starts pressing into the problem. So we need to make sure, as we consider our souls in the story, that we don't lose our prophetic voice and really what the Word of God teaches us, even though it is foolishness to many and offensive to an unhumbled heart. But as we fulfill that prophetic role, we want to make sure we don't become what I sometimes call that prophetic personality. Because while prophets are called to address the problem with the good news that God gives us, even though that news is somewhat offensive to us, prophet personalities are unable to distinguish their sense of things, their awareness, from the voice of God himself. So they're not approachable. And in the end, remember, we're not actually prophets. We do have a prophetic role. Martin Luther King said the same thing, that really the church has a prophetic role to be the conscience to this world, that plumb line. But we don't want to be what I am calling prophet personalities that just claim that because my conscience brings me to this place, my awareness brings me to this place, this is how I see it, that this is how God sees it. Prophetic personalities can be hard to approach. They can be combative. Let's not be that. Let's help people uncover the parable hidden in each one of them. The people parable, which is the beauty of being made in the image of God, the story that God has prescribed for us, and the wonder of finding our place in it. And when we find our place in that story, it's encouraging, and that helps us have strength for the challenge that is living in this world. Have a blessed evening.